Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Media Martyrs. This is episode 2, kinda. The lost episode will never be aired.
We should probably stop talking about the lost episode.
No, I think it's our zeitgeist, and we're gonna keep our zeitgeist. Anyway, I am Almighty Strauss, your kinda sorta host. I'm here with our also kinda sort of host, Kazup.
Yes,
Of Kazup Reviews. Go watch it. Put some money in his pocket.
I don't get paid for it, but
I don't care. Do it anyways.
Well,
I should also, but I'm lazy.
Okay, well, the next podcaster we would introduce would be Phantom Roxas, but Phantom Roxas could not be with us today.
Sadly, his winter vacation was over, and he was absorbed in some brown-haired child that we never met.
What a shame.
Damn shame. We're also here with our usual Ism. He's, currently transforming.
Yeah, I get it. I'm the Transformers fan. I have to be the one transforming.
I don't think we ever referenced that fact, actually, which is what makes it funny. I think that's the first time we ever said that. Anyway, we're also here with Retro K from the past.
Hello?
He's the old man of the group, despite the fact that he's not even 30.
1983.
Turned 30 this year. Congratulations, I guess.
Gonna be turning 30 in a few weeks. Goddamn it.
30, but acts like he's still 10 years old. Just like the rest of us.
Of course.
And then we're here with our usual Spider-Man geek, Tash of the Future, who is, might be a bit broken for this podcast because Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man always breaks him.
Follow his Twitter to find out more pain and misery from the Spider-Man.
Yes. But this podcast, our episode today, has nothing to do with Spider-Man.
Indeed it does not. For today, it's Oscar talk, and we're going to talk our predictions, who we think is going to win, and who are we surprised wasn't nominated. Up is the first part of our Oscar special. Because
we're totally qualified to talk about the subject.
I don't see why not. I mean, people who are even less qualified than us talk about it professionally.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, ooh, that's a burn.
Damn straight it is. Anyway, we're going to start off. I just need to bring up my list to get to the right portion. We're going to skip the best sound, editing, and mixing because, A, only half of us understand what the mixing part is, and B, most people don't give a shit about them anyways. We're also skipping live action shorts because I don't know who's actually seen them.
Yeah.
And then, and of course, we're starting with best short film animated, and 1, 2, 3.
Paperman.
Yes, we're all going with Paperman, and I think we're going to end that here because you probably all saw Paperman and you all loved it.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't, you still loved it anyway.
Exactly. Even if you didn't see it, you still loved it. If you haven't, go out and see it. It was really good.
Everyone was like, I don't know what this Paperman thing is, but I love it.
Exactly. I'm not sure what I just watched, but I had a great time.
I was really surprised by the premise of it. I mean,
the
music is really good in it.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's exactly what a short should be. Simple, easy, and very lovable, and I had a great time. And then Wreck-It Ralph came on, and I was happy about that, too.
Yay.
That was a good time out of the theater, despite seeing it by myself, as I sometimes do, and I really wish I hadn't. Because that Paperman is the thing you must share.
Yes.
Anyway, we're moving on to the best production design. For those who don't know what production design is, that's basically props, backgrounds, all those pretty things. Our nominations are Anna Karenina.
Karenina?
I don't know.
Well, I think the best way to put it is none of us saw it, so we can't give it. I don't think it's going to win anyways because I don't think anyone saw it.
Yeah.
And the other one is Life of Pi, which is the ocean.
Which the only one of us that had seen it is Roxas.
And sadly, he was absorbed into a brown-headed child that we never met. Also, there is Lincoln, Les Mis, and The Hobbit. I'm Now, I would personally give this to The Hobbit because Weta Workshop once again did a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
And my second choice would be Lincoln, which I recently did see and had a great time with. You guys?
I'd go with The Hobbit personally too. That was just a really good movie in terms of effects in general because it's Lord of the Rings.
Right. Weta Workshop has shown that it can still do awesome work 10 years later by making everything just look like it's pretty much there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I may be wrong on this, and I hope I'm wrong on this, but I feel like even though I want The Hobbit to win, and I think it should win, I don't think it will win just because of how the Academy rolls.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing they did last time. They're going to wait until the third movie's done, then give them all the awards that they rightfully deserve.
Yeah, it's probably going to go to Les Mis or Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm okay with Lincoln winning it because it looked great. It looked like 1865. I liked all the costuming, all the fake beards, which is something it shares with The Hobbit, actually. I missed my preferred facial hair century by 150 years.
Mm.
You guys can't see me, but I can assure you this dwarven beard is beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anyone else arguing against The Hobbit or want to say anything else?
No, not really. I mean, Hobbit should win. Les Mis or Lincoln in second, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Go with Hobbit or Lincoln.
yeah, I thought it was a very pretty movie.
Yes, pretty.
Indeed. Anyway, moving right along. We're going to Best Original Song.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all going with Skyfall. My Skype is deciding against my decision. I guess it really liked another nomination on the list.
Yeah, maybe it was everybody. Maybe it was Everybody Needs a Best Friend from Ted.
Yeah, I have not seen Ted since the summer, but that was a fun movie, and I can't remember the song.
It was definitely the best thing that Seth MacFarlane's ever done. That's not saying much, but
it was a fun movie. Even though Ted was a bastard, I still loved Ted.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't horribly obnoxious. Like I actually got some laughs out of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a movie you need to see with your best friend, though.
Yeah, and it was only slightly horribly offensive, which is a step up for MacFarlane.
Well, no, being offensive is fine by me. Mind you,
I just don't think he handles it well. Like there are some people that they can pull off like dark comedy and offensive comedy and like make it work, but MacFarlane just seems to be mean-spirited for the sake of being mean-spirited.
Well, I'm not going to argue for or against that because, anyone else still here?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Ted still seems to be broken from the return of Spider-Man media, so, let's skip over him because we all agreed to.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question, though.
Yeah.
What the heck is chasing ice?
Yeah.
I have no... I guess maybe it's a drinking term?
According to IMDb, it's a documentary. It's follow National Geographic photographer James Balrog across the Arctic as he deploys time-lapse photos designed for one purpose: to capture a multi-year record of the world's changing glaciers.
Wow,
it's a movie about glaciers.
It moves at the pace of a glacier.
Wow, that's like that
joke was
almost like that seems like an almost that almost seems like a comedic like premise for a documentary. Like it's about glaciers.
No, that's a mockumentary right there, and it's a real thing.
Stop right now. I think we know who to give Best Picture to.
Whether it be Best Documentary, it can't.
Whatever.
Anyway,
is it nominated?
It's not.
It's not. But it seems so interesting.
Well, anyway, moving right along, we're going into Best Music again, but this time original score. I'm surprised The Hobbit isn't on here.
Yeah. Or The Avengers. Or The Dark Knight Rises.
That's not fair.
How can you not nominate Hans Zimmer?
Or Angel
Simple,
Death.
by not nominating Hans Zimmer. That's really easy, trust me. As much as I like Hans Zimmer, I will admit a lot of his scores start to sound the same after a while. At least all of his stuff with Nolan have sound eerily similar.
I do really like the Dark Knight Rises
score.
No,
I do like the score. I have the score, but I'm not shocked it's not on here. The Avengers is a bit shocking, but I get it. The Hobbit is the one I really am surprised by, though, because
I think
that's the one thing no one bitched about when that movie came out. After it came out, everyone was complaining about everything but the music.
I think the Avengers isn't nominated for anything because the Academy kind of just said, no, we can't have fun at these award ceremonies. We need to do dark and grit. Urgh.
Yeah, they did nominate The Dark Knight Rises.
Well,
I'll just start singing. Blunt that eyes and the force.
That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
You skipped a couple of lines, but that's fine.
I actually had, when I was seeing The Hobbit, I actually had no idea they were going to put that song in there, and it filled me with such joy.
Yeah, I'm surprised they put the songs in, and
yeah, because I've seen the Rankin and Bass one.
They put it in, and it's really silly.
Yeah, the Rankin Bass one's just silly.
It's a lovable. It's actually not a bad movie, by the way. Highly recommended. It's very 70s though, just so you.
Yeah.
It's a very 70s movie in a good way though.
Especially in the animation style as well. It's looks like 70s animation.
It's a very 70s movie, and it's not the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings, so it doesn't look creepy or terrible at any one time. But anyway, moving back to getting on topic, and also probably bringing up The Hobbit again. Best makeup and hairstyling. We only got 3 nominees. That's Hitchcock, which I've yet to see, Les Mis, which I've seen quite a bit of, and The Hobbit, which I'm going with The Hobbit here because
I'm going with The Hobbit here.
I mean, Les Mis didn't really seem like the movie with really incredible makeup.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Hitchcock is the only one that I think has a chance because The Hobbit, lots of beards, lots of feet, lots of ears.
Yeah, it's just very makeup heavy.
Lots of prosthetics.
It out of all these, it's the most make-up-y out of them.
Like, Les Mis, I could see, like, costuming. I could definitely see that. But makeup, I don't really think that's...
Yeah, I mean, if it counts like... I think this would also count costuming, I think.
I thought that was a separate category.
No. Yeah, that is a separate
costume. Costume.
Yeah, so by makeup specifically, it's I would give it to The Hobbit because really Hitchcock, the biggest one is turning Sir Anthony Hopkins into Alfred Hitchcock versus turning a whole bunch of people into dwarves. I mean, I think by sheer bulk here, it's already lost. I mean, you got Feely, Keely, Oin, Gloin, Dwalin, Balin, Biffer, Buffer, Bumber, Dory, Nori, Ori, and
the leader of our company,
Thorin Oakenshield.
Nerds!
Hey, quiet, little nerd. You have no right to call a whole bunch of nerds. It's just silly.
I'm calling it like I see or hear it.
Well, it's definitely hear it because you can't damn as well not see us.
I can see everything.
Okay, then what am I doing right now? Like, specifically, what is my body position?
In a chair.
Wrong on a bed. Ha!
Minus.
Anyway, we're going up into Best Film Editing. Lincoln, Silver Lining Playbook. Oh, by the way, Silver Linings Playbook, that is everywhere this year. I think it has the most nominations.
What the hell is Silver Linings Playbook?
It's a rom-com with Jennifer Lawrence and Channing Tatum, I'm gonna say?
And Robert De Niro's in it.
Oh, yeah. I do kind of want to see that just because I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Someone has a celeb crush. In fairness, I do not blame you. Jennifer Lawrence is quite pretty.
Yes, indeed.
This we can all agree on. Anyway, for editing, I'm going with Lincoln. In fairness, it's also the only one of these I've actually seen.
Same here.
But I will admit, editing-wise, it cut very well, and it was really easy to follow. I mean, mind you, it was a lot to digest in that movie, but that's sort of my case. It's a heavy movie.
Okay.
No. Anyone else got anything to say?
Media Martyrs, where we sit and listen to Strauss talk all the time.
Oh, trust me. If we get started on a topic I'm really into, you guys will be dead meat.
No. We all know there's going to be, eventually, we're going to get to, like, each of us is going to have that one topic that we talk about that we're just going to go on forever about.
Well, for Ethan, we already know what that is.
And for Tash, we already know what that is, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to documentary shorts, which we saw none of.
Yes, but we will pass our opinions on it. I'm gonna go with
I'm seeing Snow White and the Huntsman on here, and I'm very confused.
I think you're looking at the wrong thing.
No, I'm looking at best documentary short. I'm thinking I'm seeing a typo here on ABC's website.
Oh, probably. I'm going to go with King's Point, because that one sounds the coolest to me.
I'm going with Redemption because that sounds like a much better movie.
I'm going with Redemption because it just sounds like awesome, like Redemption.
If I'm gonna have to pick a random one, I'm gonna go with I don't know, Mondays at Racine. I don't know what it.
I don't even know what that is.
You know, I'm wondering. I'm looking at this. I'm wondering if Open Heart is actually a documentary about open heart surgery, which it might.
That actually would be pretty cool.
Okay, it is. Well, it's not. It doesn't say open heart surgery explicitly, but it's about 8 Rwandan children with serious heart disease traveling to the Salem Center in Sudan for treatment.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Not gonna watch it, though.
Yeah, it sounds also incredibly depressing.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving to Best Documentary Feature, which we also saw not anything else, but I'm going with How to Survive a Plague, because that sounds very important.
It sounds like it's about zombies, and I'm gonna see if it's about zombies.
If it's actually about the rising tide of zombie films, that'd actually be...
Oh, it's about AIDS!
Oh, of course it's about AIDS. Fine then, I'm changing it to 5 Broken Cameras.
Yeah, that sounds... I want to look about what that's about. Hold on. It's about, like, Israel and politics and stuff. It's the exact synopsis, according to the Oscar website, is: as Israeli settlers begin building homes and erecting a barrier wall in the West Bank village of Bilin, a Palestinian farm worker documents the town's resistance to the new settlement. Over the course of several years, the townspeople clash with the Israeli Defense Force, and tensions mount as the wall remains and the building continues.
That actually sounds very fascinating.
Well, I'm a teenager, so I'm just like, bleh, politics, next.
Yeah, I'm always bleh politics.
Well, isn't that most of us? We're nerds. We're not.
That's a good point.
Anyway, moving right along to Best Costume Design, this is where Snow White and the Huntsman apparently should appear. Alongside beside Mir, Lincoln, Les Mis, and Anna returns.
Again, where is the Hobbit or the Avengers or the Dark Knight Rises?
I can understand the Avengers for its more silly costumes and not, we're not serious enough because this is a comic book movie. But, I'm going with Lincoln.
Yeah, I'd actually, well, since I mentioned it before, from what I've seen, I'd actually go with Les Miserables, just because it looks prettier. Like, Lincoln is a second, because I commend them for so correctly representing the time period. But Les Mis, I think, since not only do you have to go back in time, you have to go to a separate culture. I think that's
But France is the easiest culture to replicate. Just be as poofy and frilly as possible.
Well, yeah, but poofy and frilly is so pretty.
We learned something about Casablanca with that one.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, enough joking aside. Anyone else have any ideas?
Nope.
So it's either Lincoln or Les Mis, which is, I think we're all agreeing, is probably going to be 1 or 2, so... And I'm actually okay with that, because those both have good costuming. So, Best Cinematography, I'm going with Django Unchained, which finally makes its appearance on the list.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other And the other nominees are Life of Pi, Lincoln Skyfall, and Anna blah blah blah.
And Anna keeps coming back. I never seen it, and it sounds like I should, though. But I'm going with Django Unchained for really one shot of a cotton field covered in blood.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
It's such a great shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never will find a more beautiful picture of cotton.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on a separate note, I looked up what Anna whatever is about. Not only is it about politics, it's about Russian politics.
Oh god, that sounds either incredibly fascinating and interesting or incredibly boring.
Actually, here's the thing. I actually looked up the Chasing Ice movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Guess how much percentage it has. Just guess.
72.
No.
80?
Higher.
98?
Yeah. I think it's like 96 or 98.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
It's still... Those
must have been the best glaciers ever. Like, maybe at the end of the movie, like, the glaciers just explode and, like, Superman comes out and, like, flies away.
no, Aang comes out. That would be awesome.
That would be...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that would have been the greatest thing ever. Now I really want... Now, I'm not going to see it still, but now I imagine that's exactly what happened.
Somebody needs to edit that somehow.
Yes.
I don't know
yes,
how.
Yes. Anyone else have any choices for best cinematography before we move on?
Nope.
No, wait. Chasing Ice. Chasing Ice totally should have won best cinematography.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, of course. Okay, that's it. Chasing Ice is our new meme.
Yeah.
It's our personal meme.
Yeah.
Chasing Ice deserves to win everything.
Yes.
Guys, there's ice. We gotta go chase it.
Anyway, we're on to best visual effects with Life of Pi, The Hobbit, The Avengers, Prometheus and Snow White, and The Huntsman. This is actually a pretty tough category.
Yeah.
I will admit, from what I've seen of all of them, they all had pretty good effects.
I think I'm gonna go with the Avengers on this one, just because the sheer amount of what they had to animate. I mean, you had to animate the Hulk, you had to animate Iron Man, you had to animate all the aliens and all that stuff, the helicarrier.
I'm going to go with The Hobbit on this one because I had so much fun with those effects. It's the mix of practical with physical, with CGI.
Yeah, I think
That's
honestly,
me personally. I might.
Honestly, I'd probably lean. I'd probably lean towards The Hobbit because kind of like Straw said, I just think they blended the CGI and the practical stuff really well. But I also kind of want the Avengers to win, just because I want the Avengers to win something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. It deserves something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything. I'd give it like best documentary if that's what it took.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember how
but
that
it would not. But Chasing Ice wouldn't win it.
Oh yeah, no, it can win. It can win best live action short, and everyone will be like, "Wait, that was like 2 hours long," and we'll be like, "I don't care, nominate it."
It was really well paced.
Yeah. It felt like it was under 15 minutes. That's how well it flowed.
Yeah, well, moving right along. I think we're all agreed to if The Hobbit doesn't win, it should go to The Avengers, or vice versa. So, best foreign film, a bunch of movies which we will never see, but War Witch sounds fascinating.
Yeah,
and a more, but it's gonna go no more because it's nominated for Best Picture as well.
I mean,
so
that's the reason.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna laugh my ass off though.
No, I'm wondering what. I'm actually wondering on one because the movie nominated for Chile is simply called No.
No. Now you just want to know what the hell it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No.
Well, yes, but no.
I'm just thinking War Witch because it comes from Canada, and it apparently has war in it, it apparently has witches in it, and it's Canadian.
I knew Canada had witches. That's what they were hiding from us this whole time.
Sadly, our Canadian friend Zucchini is not on with us tonight. A daft shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to Best Animated Feature, which the Golden Gloves gave it to Brave, which baffled me.
Rage!
I'm going with Paranorman. I didn't see it, but I heard it was spectacular.
I'd go with again. I haven't seen any of them except for Brave, and Brave cannot win. I will kill them.
Basically, Kazza
I
like
hate-
anything outside of Brave winning.
Yeah, honestly, I hate Brave the most of anyone here. I think.
We'll discuss Brave eventually.
Yeah, I'm planning on talking about it on my own videos.
It's a movie that we can all agree was not terrible, but could have been a whole lot better.
Except for me, I think it was terrible. But again, topic for... Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen any of the others, but from what I've heard, I think I would like Wreck-It Ralph the best. Maybe Paranorman, but I think I'd just...
I know Wreck-It Ralph was against, big contenders like Paranorman and Frankenweenie, but losing to Brave, what?
Yeah, everyone's baffled by that tonight. That was the one announcement, everyone went like, what?
Go home, Golden Globes, you are drunk.
That's right.
But don't go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin is drunker. Especially considering they just lost, the Green Bay just got knocked out of the playoffs, so do not go to Wisconsin and start bragging. They will kill you. They will. And we're moving into Best Adapted Screenplay, also not starring The Hobbit. But this one makes more sense because it only adapted 3 chapters.
Yeah.
Instead,
best adapted 3 chapters ever.
And we're moving to Lincoln Silver Lining Playbook, which I still have no idea if anyone actually saw. Argo, Life of Pi, and Beast of the Southern Wild, which I really wanted to see, but
I didn't even know Silver Linings Playbook was an adaptation.
I didn't even know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously about a playbook and the silver linings in it. Duh.
Or it's the Silver Linings Playbook. Literally.
No, for some reason
I'm imagining high school football now, and I'm
for some reason what I'm imagining is I have no idea why this pops up, but I'm imagining Channing Tatum and Jennifer Lawrence are sitting at a table, and Channing Tatum has a playbook, and he opens it, and silver glitter just flies out and onto Jennifer Lawrence.
Actually, I think it's Bradley Cooper, not Tatum.
Whatever.
Way funnier with Channing Tatum, though.
Hot. Whatever. Jennifer Lawrence and hot man beef.
Basically, good-looking people at a dinner table.
Yeah.
Now to be serious, I'm going with Beast of the Southern Wild. I didn't see it, but I keep hearing nothing but great things.
I remember because every year College Humor does a whole if the Best Picture nominees had truthful titles, and I remember the one for Beasts of the Southern Wild was the movie that should win but won't.
Exactly. It's a classic. We want it to win. We know it's not going to win, and we're ashamed that it won't.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have one that should win, but it won't. I'll get to that later.
All right. We're working our way up to Best Picture.
Yeah, we're saving that for last for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And here we go to Best Original Screenplay, and I'm still baffled whether or not we can count Zero Dark 30. Because technically that actually happened.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, why isn't...
Spoiler alert.
That weirds me out. That weirds me out because Argo has Best Adapted Screenplay, and that was based on real...
I believe that one's a book also. I believe Argo was basically the book about it, but I wouldn't know personally. But still, I think in the same case, Zero Dark 30 is based off a bunch of mission papers.
Well, Lincoln's based off of real life, and that's adapted screenplay.
Yeah, but
That's what happened.
it was also a book as well. It was a book about what was going on. So
Why does everyone write books? Who reads? I don't.
I should, but
I read, but I shouldn't mention that I read comic books. That's pretty much it.
that's most of us. I'm going with Django Unchained. It's the only one I can actually legitimately say is an original screenplay outside of Moonrise Kingdom.
Okay. See, I don't really have enough of an opinion on these ones. I'm just kind of wondering because what I find weird is, nominated for Best Original Screenplay is Flight, which I don't really know anything about, but I know it's a movie about, like, an airplane pilot or something. Which
It's basically Denzel Washington gets drunk and saves a plane.
That sounds awesome.
I just find it, because from what I've seen, it kind of reminds me, because back in, like, 2009 or 2010, I remember one of the movies nominated was Up in the Air, with, I think, like, George Clooney, I think.
Yeah.
And I just find it weird that two airplane-based movies get nominated for Best Picture so close to each other.
Yeah, that's a rather interesting coincidence.
Yeah, though they are about wildly different things, if I understand it correctly. But they both have to do with airplanes.
Interesting coincidences. Moving on into the southern wilds of I don't give a two bits rad ass of a son.
If I'm going to have to pick the original screenplay, it's actually going to be hard to determine. I mean, I heard very good things about Moonrise Kingdom, which I think it looks like a good film, but I'm also going with Django Unchained, just because it looks like it's also a good film, and I really do see that. I know I'm kind of like delaying it, but because sadly the movie theater that would play that is like miles away, like in Kissimmee.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
The only time I was not upset with that was when I heard about what happened with our good friend, and eventually going to be discussed, Nutcracker 3D. That zeitgeist will appear up one day.
We'll get
One day!
One day more.
One day more!
Tomorrow you'll be worlds away.
I guess that would be your report, Chad, though saying. You would be the young lover one, so...
Yes!
Anyway, moving straight on into the actual ones people give a shit about. Best Actress, we got Naomi Watts for The Impossible. Jessica
Chastain.
We cannot pronounce that.
Chastain.
We have Jennifer Lawrence, Emanuela,
And
Wallace. Yes, that person.
Nomination at 9.
Yep, and I'm going with her. From what I heard, I mean, to get a great child acting is so damn hard to do.
But it's usually hard to award it to a child with good performances. Like, case in point, Jessica Chastain is really good. I guess she's really good in Zero Dark 30, which is good. And of course, Jennifer Lawrence, and obviously Silver Lining Playbook, according to the critics' choice in the Globes. So it's going to be hard to determine.
Yeah, but I'm going with Little Miss Wallace here because the last time I've seen a good child performance has been a long time.
I'll go for that. I might go for Naomi Watts. Because Chastain and Lawrence will probably cancel each other out, being that they're both,
I'm going to go with Jennifer Lawrence, not for Silver Linings Playbook, but for The Hunger Games.
Yeah!
Because I saw that and I liked her in it.
She was good in that movie. I actually like that. Anyway, moving right along, we're going into Best Actor. I'm going with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and for reference, the nominees are Bradley Cooper, Daniel Day-Lewis, Hugh Jackman, Denzel Washington, and Phoenix guy that I can never pronounce his first name.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
I actually heard The Master was really good. I didn't see it, but I highly recommend it because I only heard good things.
Also, we know Daniel Day-Lewis is gonna win.
Yeah, I mean he's portraying one of the most beloved presidents of all time, and he's kind of already got it.
Yeah.
Jackman, pretty much.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the case, but I'm going with America right now.
America. Yeah.
Okay. I'm right. Back to being serious. I'm going with Daniel Day-Lewis because I actually saw that movie like a couple of nights ago.
I just literally saw it today.
Yeah, and he can go in as Lincoln and just tell me stories all day, and I'd be very okay with that.
Yeah, I'd be alright with that too.
For some reason, he makes you want to just listen to him.
Grandpa, tell me more stories about the Lincoln.
I'm not that old.
No, it's a Mass Effect reference because I had to. I'm required. It's in my contract.
We have contracts. And the fuck
you guys didn't get those? Shoot.
We might have to arrest someone for child labor laws.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're moving into Best Director, which has some surprising people not attached to this one. We have Ang Lee, David O. Russell, Steven Spielberg, Michael
Haneke?
Yeah, I think it's Haneke. Haneke? Yeah, and Ben with an H.
Ben.
Ben
Zeitlin.
And I hear he did. I'm going with we're all shocked by both Catherine Bigelow and
Quentin Tarantino not being on there.
I'm still baffled by this. I'm trying to my thought processes aren't.
It's weird. Like, it makes sense because, like, usually the best directors...
Or Ben Affleck, for that matter.
Well, I'll get to that in a moment, but I think it's definitely weird for this one because, the people who get Best Director nominations also usually direct the Best Picture nominations because that just makes sense because they were in charge of the whole thing. But the reason it's weird here is because besides Spielberg, the other 4 nominees are the ones you'd least expect to be nominated out of the Best Picture nominations.
That's a great way of putting it. Everyone here is Ang Lee, a shocker. Haneke is a shocker. David O. Russell's a shocker. I mean, Zeitlin made sense because a lot of people...
And Spielberg.
Yeah, much like Spielberg, Spielberg and Zeitlin are the only ones anyone can rationally figure out. It's weird.
Yeah, but on Ben Affleck, I think I'll go ahead and just say this isn't my original idea. Someone else mentioned this. But the reason I don't think Ben Affleck's nominated is because, for anyone that doesn't know, Argo is both directed and starred in, directed by and starring Ben Affleck, and Hollywood tends to hate self-made movies. Like, because I think it's seen
that's
kind
weird
of
because they've given them to Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah, but
he starred in Unforgiven. He was the most seen in Unforgiven. By the way, watch Unforgiven. It's really good.
Just pimping stuff. But yeah, I personally, I don't know. I'll go with Lincoln because I just think Lincoln's gonna win everything, so I'm more likely to be right. I like being right. It's fun.
I don't blame you one bit. Yeah, I'm going with Spielberg on this one. He's an Academy loved one also.
Yeah.
And moving right along. Once again, we're going into Best Supporting Actress. We got Sally Field as Mary Todd Lincoln, Anne Hathaway in Les Miserables,
and everyone else,
and all the other people and Amy Adams in The Master because because no one saw anything else. I'm going with Anne Hathaway on this one, guys.
Yeah, I've just heard too much good about Anne Hathaway to not.
Yeah.
I would have to go with either Anne Hathaway or, honestly, I think Sally Field also should. I mean,
she was great.
Yeah.
But I've seen, from that one shot in the trailer of Anne Hathaway near crying, I'm like, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I kind of want to give the award to Amy Adams just retroactively for the Muppets.
yeah, she was great in that movie. She really was. If you haven't seen the recent Muppets movie, what is wrong with you? Go watch it. What are you doing listening to us?
And if you don't like it, go lock yourself into your room and think about what you did.
Now, our next category is Best Christoph Waltz Performance of the Year. Because let's face it, I'm sorry, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Robert De Niro, Alan Arkin, and Tommy Lee Jones. You're all great actors. You all had great performances, but we already know Christoph Waltz has won this.
You see, if they might have had a chance if they played German bounty hunters in their movies. I mean,
no, more accurately, if Christoph Waltz was not the one nominated. Because after I saw Django, I saw 3 great performances. We saw the heavily hammy but excellent Leonardo DiCaprio, the surprisingly conniving Samuel Jackson, and of course, I said if Christoph Waltz is not nominated, it's going to be those two. If Christoph Waltz was nominated, we repeat 2009 and give it to him. He's been a revelation, folks. He is the greatest thing ever.
One thing I'm thinking is just we're being so sure about so many of these categories.
We're very confident.
We're bound to look stupid at one point.
Oh no, we probably will, except for this one. We're guaranteeing this one. Everyone agrees.
We don't care about looking stupid. We already look stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if someone is, if one
of our now growing fan base.
Yes, our growing fan base of
zero.
Hey, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You can't get negative viewership.
We'll find a way.
That is true. If there's any way to get negative viewership, it would be me. But, yeah, I'm going with Christoph Waltz. I don't think he's going to lose. It's just like back in 2009. You saw him and you're like, he's winning it. Yeah. If he doesn't win it, it's a goddamn shame.
And if he doesn't win it, someone will die.
Yeah, there will be rioting in the streets.
Yeah.
Alright, are we at the big one?
Yep, the big one with also the most nominations. Best Picture. We're going down. We have Beast of the Southern Wild, Silver Linings Playbook, which is goddamn everywhere.
Chasing Ice.
I think it has 9 nominations, 9 or 8. It and Les Mis had the most nominations, and no one could figure out why.
8 nominations.
I think Lincoln has the most nominations. It has 12.
Well, that one made sense though.
Yeah.
Zero Dark 30, Lincoln, Les Miserables, Life
Les
of
Miserables,
which probably shouldn't belong here alongside Les Miserables. Amor, which I did not see and probably never will. Django Unchained and Argo. I'm going with Django.
Yeah.
Django.
Django and Lincoln.
You know, it's funny because Django Unchained is kind of technically a prequel to Lincoln.
You know, rather hilarious. I was thinking that the entire time. I was watching them somewhere 7 years earlier. 7 years earlier in the past, a German bounty hunter and a freed slave destroyed a plantation. And it's one of those things where I really wish that was mentioned as a joke.
Yeah.
It would have been the greatest thing ever. But, Zero Dark 30 is also has a high chance, even though...
And Lincoln and Argo, pretty much.
You know, those are the movies about America!
Yeah, we love ourselves.
More accurately, the Academy is a bunch of old white guys, and what better to pick than a movie about
old white guys?
Well, really, the only one with an old white person is Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln, but...
See, I don't feel like I know enough about the nominees to really pick a Best Picture, but I will place everything. I am so sure that Amor will not win.
Yeah, it's... No,
if Amor wins, we're canceling this podcast.
We're done. We're done. We can't... We lost. I mean, Amor... let me
This wasn't even a contest, but we lost.
The best way to put it is Amor is the type of movie that never wins because it's not in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you can obviously tell it was either one of those... It was probably one of those where they were like, okay, we need one more nominee. We
need something to round it back up to 10, because let's face it, if we were to honestly go back to the old format, and that is where we take down a couple... is back down to 5. Django, Zero Dark, Lincoln, Beast of the Southern Wild, and Argo. Everything else is just here to fill it back up out to 10 again.
Yeah. And they only got 9.
Exactly, they're only up to 9. So if we go back to the old format of 5, we're cutting out Silverline Playbook, Les Miserables, Amour, and Life of Pi, and honestly, those never had a chance.
Yeah.
Life of Pi wasn't well liked. It wasn't bad, but no one really loved it. Les Mis was horribly flawed. We're blaming Thomas Hooper, by the way.
Extreme close-up! Whoa!
And touch angles everywhere. Hey, in a song called Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, you should probably show the empty chairs and empty tables.
The thing about Les Mis is might sound weird, but it was impressively shot, but it wasn't necessarily well shot.
Best way to put it is, it was really good shots, a really good, well-shot movie. It's just the worst possible way to shoot a musical.
Yeah.
And after we saw with Rent and Christopher Columbus, that is saying something.
One thing I am definitely glad about this year's Best Picture nominees is there's no extremely loud and incredibly close in here. Like anything of that sort. Like there's I don't like that movie at all. At all.
Also, what I'm liking is there's no incredible subplot of spite, because one day we're going to be talking about the 2009 Oscars, and we're going to hear me rant on and on about Catherine Bigelow winning.
No, I don't mind Catherine Bigelow winning then, just because it meant that Avatar didn't win.
No,
I was cool with that.
No, well, I'm sorry, I'm changing the one from a filmmaker standpoint. I'm going to one that changed the way we did things. I'm sorry, guys. I might have to lose my card, but...
Nah, I'm gonna see Best Picture... Wait, 2000... No, wait, that wasn't the 2009 ones, was it?
No, that was the one for 2009.
It was...
In 2010, that one I still say should have gotten Inglourious Bastards, but once again, I'm gonna sit in my corner and pop all.
I think the 2009 Oscars was like one of the ones where I actually made an honest effort to see like most of the Best Picture movies.
Yeah, that also was the year, basically, the reason why I hate Catherine Bigelow winning Best Director is because, well, the amount of spite from her that year was awful. Catherine Bigelow, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You know what, actually, this might sound kind of embarrassing, but I'm looking at the 82nd Academy Awards Best Picture list, and out of the ones I've seen on that list, I'd honestly give it to The Blind Side.
Hey, that's fine. I actually like The Blind Side.
Yeah, I did. I think in terms of like I've seen I'd say I've seen a lot worse, like uplifting, like underdogs, like those kind of movies. And I honestly did like The Blind Side, mostly just because I love Sandra Bullock. She's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Though then again, I haven't seen, some of the other nominations in that. Like but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of stuff. So discount every single opinion I give. Yay.
Yeah. I think this year, we're probably gonna be right at least once.
No, we may be right. Even if we're right, I will not be satisfied until the Academy gives Chasing Ice the recognition it deserves.
Damn straight!
Yeah! Best Actor goes to the Glacier on the right.
Ah.
I think it's safe to mention that we are... I think we should mention that we are completely sober right now.
Yeah, we're just insane.
I can't drink, so
I'm not a drinker anyways, and I don't think Retro K or Izam are either, so...
No, I'm just imagining...
I'm not even old enough to drink.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. I think Retro's the only one old enough to actually drink, and I don't think you're a drinker.
Yeah.
Exactly, and he doesn't drink. We're just batshit insane.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like it's like the Glacier wins Best Actor. And it's like Glacier on the right couldn't be here. He's still on his way over. I think he's passing Canada right now.
We're not letting this go. We will never let this one go. We're gonna be back 10 years later, and we're gonna still be doing this. We're gonna be like, we're still mad. Chasing Ice never won.
No, if we ever like get together at like a convention or something, one of us needs to bring Chasing Ice.
Exactly, one of us has to do it.
Yeah,
we got to. It's for a worthy cause.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna close up in a bit. I'm gonna go down the list and say the likelihood of all of our picks. Now we're going. Now Django's the one that some of us have said either that or Lincoln. It's gonna go to Lincoln.
Yeah. I think Django's one of those ones where like we all kind of want it to win a lot of awards, but it won't win a lot of awards.
Because the Academy is a bunch of old farts.
Or more accurate way to put it, they just hate Tarantino.
Yeah.
He's the new Orson Welles. They always hated him. They hated him since Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Best Supporting Actor, that one is a cakewalk. Waltz has probably already won it, and we're just waiting for it to be announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting Actress, we're going with Anne Hathaway because we love you, Anne.
Yes.
Marry one of us. Specifically me. I'm lonely.
Aren't we all?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm sitting down in a basement.
Yeah, so am I. That's where my room is, though. And in all honesty, my room is in fact in the basement, so...
Wow.
It's actually really nice, though. It's
I hesitate to call... Well, it's technically not a room, it's more of a man cave, to be honest.
Yeah, mine was the man cave, then we converted it into my /man cave. It's really nice down here, actually. Totally recommend it.
We are totally the most credible people ever.
Incredibly so. I work for the Chicago Sun-Times, I swear. I'm actually Rioter Ebert in disguise.
I'll be more credible when I become the youngest person to win a Best Actor at the Oscars.
No, it'd probably become less credible.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I'll win a Golden Critic. That's what I'll do.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's fine. It's like an independently run thing, but like.
So how often has Ebert won it?
No, it's a internet critic.
Oh, so how often has Ebert won it?
No,
I kid.
I know. I'll win that, and that'll be my stepping stone on my way to stardom. Even though I don't do much acting, you know, I'll get it somehow. I'll star in Chasing Ice 2.
Yeah, exactly. Chasing Ice 2. The Quickening. This time,
the quest for more money.
That's exactly. That is both a joke and a reference.
Yeah. So I think we're about done here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we are. We're waiting for America to win its Oscar because
screw France. Apparently.
Screw that foreign movie that no one has actually seen.
Yeah,
outside of its own country.
And also the kind of foreign film that more people have seen, but it still won't win.
Yeah. Anyway,
well,
this would be the mystery.
That was fun, and that's what matters, except to other people.
Yeah, unless you actually care about our opinions, that was our opinion on the Oscar nods.
Keep caring.
We shall return once the Oscars have commenced, and probably hear me bitch about them the entire time, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
No, trust me. I'm still bitching about 2009. I'm even bitching about 1941. I'm going to bitch about these ones.
What's funny is I think this year it's possible that the VGAs might be more entertaining than the Oscars.
Well, in fairness, it was hosted by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
That's already giving it a very, very good start.
Except Mass Effect 2 didn't win Game of the Decade. Ugh.
Calm down, you son of a gun. Or else I'm going to have to...
table.
I'll flip your table straight back up to make you upset.
I tried to flip the table, it didn't work.
Damn them for bolting it to the floor!
No, it's just a really heavy table.
I still would have flipped it.
I did try. There's a lot of stuff on this table.
A damn shame.
Well, this is Kezup, and I guess that's it.
Yeah.
We'll
this
see,
is
guys.
Strauss and Company with Retro K, Tash of the
Wait.
Future, and
Wait, why does it have to be Strauss and Company? Like, why do we all just get grouped together?
well, because I don't feel I was gonna say everyone's name individually. Then you stopped me, Kezup.
You know, why? Wait, no, you weren't. Why would you say Strauss and Company and then list all of the company that are included?
Because
why would you
I'm silly.
You know what? We're
This
in.
is Strauss, Kezup, Izum, Tash, and Retro K.
Thank you.
Signing off.
Alright.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello.